Good afternoon, my name is Gudino, and I am a sophomore in Division Design in high school, and today I will be presenting my English 10 and World History POL. First I will begin with English, and this is my thesis statement. Guy Montag is a confused and complicated character and is overwhelmed with the idea of burning books because he doesn't know why he does what he does. This is my first evidence. Mildred, how would it be if, well, maybe I quit my job for a while. Page 48. He's confused on why he burns the book, and he doesn't know if he should continue doing what he's doing. And he wants to quit his job for a while, just so he could just get the idea back if it's a right thing to do or a wrong thing to do.
Why does he not know why he burns books?
Because all his life of being a firefighter, he was never told why he does what he does. He just thought that it's just the right thing to do because all his life he's been doing it that way.
What has made him, so he's done this his whole life, his family's done this their whole life. What was that spark that made him confused?
When he met her.
Why?
Because she reads books, and she talked to him on his way home, and ever since he met her, she always she put an idea in his head that he if he's happy with his life, or is he really doing the right thing? He had chills and fever in the morning. This was after talking to his wife about Clarice, because he didn't know, he hadn't seen her for a couple of days, and he asked his wife if he's seen her, and she said that they moved away. But she wasn't really, but then she also said that she got in a car crash, a car accident, and after that night he woke up with chills and fever in the morning, and I think that was a big impact of his life, because she was the one who gave him the idea of burning books is not a bad thing, but he wasn't very sure. But that's what I'm talking to.
Good. So on the outside, when somebody comes to you and they said they have the chills and fever, that suggests what?
That he's sad, he's not sad, but he's
or just physically. If you came up to me or Ms. Buckner, I have, I'm cold and I have a fever too.
That's the spirit, or the spirit is with them.
No, it's on the outside. Don't go on the inside, Jim. It's on the surface.
That he's sick.
That he's sick, right? They're thinking something's medically wrong with it. But we know for a fact that that's not what it is. Now we're going to your thinking about the spirit. What's wrong with him on the inside?
Since she's dead according to him, but they're not sure of it. He feels like something's with him at the moment, a spirit, or the chills. That's where he gets the chills from, because of the spirit of Clarice.
Okay.
This is my other evidence. Can't trust people, that's the dirty part, you and I, and who else will set the fires. This is talking about burning the firehouses. This shows that the firehouses should stop burning books, because there's really no reason to be burning them. So by stopping that, I guess he wants to start burning the firehouses to show them that it's a bad thing of burning just books for no reason.
And for him, what's the message that he believes burning the firehouses will send?
That the firehouses is the bad thing. They're doing the bad thing, not the books that they're burning.
Okay.
Now I'll be moving on to this one. Doing essential skill number 3, Industrial Revolution, and this is my thesis statement. The greatest impact that came out of the Industrial Revolution was the working conditions, living condition, and inventions. First was working condition. Back then, the owners didn't care how the workers worked, and it wasn't a healthy place to work at. And my evidence is a DBQ, which tells a story that a worker is sick and the owner won't give him like days off, and it talks about how his brother got cut off his arm because his arm got cut off and the owners really didn't do anything because like the safety condition wasn't safe for them. And today, I believe if you get hurt or like you get pregnant or anything, you get time off, and they let you like rest at home so you could feel better and recover and then go back to work.
What did the treatment of factory workers, like why did they treat them that way? How did they view them?
They view them as slaves, like. Living conditions. There was too many people living in one household, and illness would spread faster to the people, but there would be more business. As you can see, my evidence right here is another DBQ, and it shows how before it wasn't that much land. I mean, well, more free land, and then it grows out throughout the years, and there's less land, and there's more people living together, and there's more people like. It's just too crowded. And today, it's still crowded. Like in LA, it's still crowded. But we have treatment now. Like with illnesses, we have medicine. And under one household, it's like there should be like a certain amount, a limit in each city, so it won't get overpassed. And technology. Without these inventions back then, they wouldn't make that much products. And these are some inventions that were made and back then. And then today, since our technology has advanced, it's helped us make more products faster and quicker and safer.
If you were to put together all these ideas of why cities increase, why technology increased, what do you think was like the big reason that motivated this? So like, if you look at technology, what was the purpose of these inventions?
To make work life easier.
To make work life easier?
Yeah.
Okay, but if the goal is to make work life easier, then wouldn't they also have treated the workers a lot nicer?
Yeah, but in my opinion, they made it easier, but just for the owners to get more money. Yeah.
And then you can either present your DBQ or your geometry first.
This is my DBQ, and first I annotated what I've read, and this talks about how the government should get a little bit involved in the economic life, but then they should leave the market alone and not bother getting involved with that. And my thesis, my topic census is Adam Smith's position on the relationship between a government and an economic is that the government should get involved in economic affairs. And I just restated the question and added the why or the what into the thesis statement. And next, I added my evidence, which is, according to the text above, Adam Smith states the government should interfere as little as possible in economic affairs and leave the market alone. And my analyzation is Adam Smith wants the government to get involved with the economic affairs, but but they should not get involved with the markets.
Okay, and if we go back to your evidence where it says the government should intervene as little as possible. So does little as possible suggest that Adam Smith wanted the government to intervene or not intervene?
And I think he didn't want to, but it would be right for them to like just get involved a little bit just in case things got out of hand.
Okay, why do you think the government should get involved just a little bit?
Because without the government, everything would be all over the place, and like there would be like people would not get like money, or like everything would be like a mess. And with the government, like they could just make everything like controllable, and just make sure like nothing gets out of hand, and just they could just leave the market alone and let the owners deal with that.
And then in turn, why might the people not want the government to have all of the control?
Because if the government has all the control, okay, if the government has all the control, then the people don't really have rights, and the owners like they wouldn't feel like owners if like the government was just taking control of everything and everything.
Great.
All right, here we go. Come on. So, it's a little bit different, so it's all right. So let's start and read the sentence out loud.
The pancreas is a gland that produces insulin. My dad had his removed last month.
Okay, so the pancreas is a gland that produces insulin. My dad had his removed last month. So a lot to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where would I pause?
After before my mom.
Yep. So that's where I would pause, right? So let's just put a slash right there right now. Like we used to do in the very beginning. Alright, so we put our slash there because that's where we're going to pause. So now we have to figure out what type of pause those two are. Let's just look at the first one. So let's look at the pancreas is a gland that produces insulin.
Dependent clause? A dependent clause?
Well, do we have a noun? Do we have a subject?
The pancreas?
Yeah, the pancreas. That's a noun phrase. So we got our noun phrase. And what do we know about the pancreas?
That it produces insulin.
That it's a gland that produces insulin. So we have a noun phrase and we have a verb phrase. That means we have a what?
A sentence.
A sentence, or what kind of clause? Independent. Independent. So go ahead and write that up there. Beautiful. So let's look at the second one. My dad had his removed last month. What part of, so that part of the sentence, what's the noun?
Dad.
Dad. And what happened to Dad?
He removed.
Yeah.
His removed last month.
Had his removed last month. So we got noun, we got verb. What we got? Which is an independent clause. Very good. So because there are two independent clauses, now we're going to change that slash to a comma or a semicolon.
A comma? No, a semicolon.
Semicolon.
It's two sentences.
Because it's two sentences. There you go. Alright. Alright. Thank you. Mia. Go.
What's left?
Probably would have told you right after. We would have stopped you and
Search.
oh, that's great.